Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to invite everyone to listen to Japan's Minister of Finance remark, which will be delivered virtually. Mr. Katsunobu Kato, the screen is yours.
大阪・関西万博にお越しの皆様、こんにちは。日本とインドネシア両国のより円滑かつ効率的な決済を促進するイベントが本日、大阪とジャカルタを結んで開催されますことを心より歓迎いたします。グローバル化の進展とともにアジア地域の経済が著しく発展していく中で、国を越えた経済取引も増加し、クロスボーダー決済の重要性が増しています。また、日本とインドネシアとの間では、2020年8月以降、日本円とインドネシアルピアをドルを介さずに直接交換することが可能となっています。加えて、約1週間前の8月17日から、インドネシアと日本の QR コード決済の仕組みをつなげる新しいサービスが始まりました。現在、インドネシアからは年間50万人を超える方々が日本にお越しになっていますが、このサービスを使っていただければ、インドネシアから来られる皆様が日頃インドネシアで使っている QR 決済をそのまま日本国内の加盟店でも利用することができることとなりました。反対に、日本の方がインドネシアを訪れた際に、日本の QR 決済サービスをそのまま利用できるようになるためのサービスも実現することを期待しております。今回のインドネシアのパビリオンは、船の形で絶えず前進し、成長し、障害を乗り越えて持続的に航行していくという力強いビジョンを表していると聞いております。今回利用できることとなった資金決済サービスも活用して、人や物がより活発に日本とインドネシアを行き来し、両国が共に成長していく未来の実現を期待しております。日本政府としても引き続きインドネシアとの経済・金融協力を強力に進めていく考えです。最後になりますが、本日のイベントの成功と日本とインドネシアの関係のさらなる発展を記念しております。ありがとうございました。
Thank you to the Ministry of Finance Japan for that valuable message. And now, it is our great privilege to welcome the Minister at Japan Embassy in Indonesia to deliver his remarks. Mr. Ueda Hajime, the floor is yours.
Selamat pagi, good morning. Your Excellency Ferry Bargio, Governor of Bank Indonesia, and all the distinguished guests today. I would like to express my sincere gratitude for inviting me to the commemorative ceremony on local currency transactions and QR cross-border hosted by Bank Indonesia today. Thanks to our long-standing friendship and cooperation over 67 years since the establishment of diplomatic relations between Indonesia and Japan, many Japanese people and over 2,000 companies are active here in Indonesia, and the number of tourists and business travelers from Indonesia to Japan has continued to rise. On QR cross-border, from my personal experiences living in Indonesia, I often use QRIS. As it is available in most stores in Jakarta, I found it very convenient. Therefore, I'm very happy to see last week on August 17, 2025, Indonesia's Independence Day, QRIS payment was officially launched in Japan. Currently, as the first phase, QRIS can be used at the Indonesia Pavilion and official shops and some food stocks at the World Expo 2025, Osaka, Kansai. And I understand that QRIS will be further expanded in Japan, and as the final phase, Japan's unified QR code, which is called JPQR, will also become available for use in Indonesia. There has been a rapid increase in the number of Indonesian technical intern trainees and specified skilled workers in Japan, which has now reached 150,000 youngsters from Indonesia. In addition, the number of Indonesian students has already doubled over the past decade. With the introduction of this cross-border payment, I hope they will be able to use the familiar payment method without the worries of language or currency differences. It is expected to facilitate the use of shopping and services and further promote people-to-people exchanges between our two nations. On LCT, Indonesia and Japan are working closely to promote LCT, which is a convenient tool for direct settlement between two countries' currencies without involving a third country currency such as US dollars. Since August 2020, Japan and Indonesia have established LCT between rupiah and yen, which is gradually expanding now. By reducing foreign exchange costs, it's expected to foster business activities, particularly the expansion of bilateral trade and direct investment. In conclusion, today's ceremony is an important milestone in deepening Japan-Indonesia relations through two key initiatives in finance and payments. QR cross-border will serve as an infrastructure supporting people-to-people exchange, while LCT will promote trade and investment, each playing a significant role. I believe that people-to-people exchange is the foundation of our bilateral relation. I look forward to more vibrant cooperation in various fields between our two countries, thereby fostering even closer friendly relations. With these wishes, I would like to conclude my remarks by expressing my sincere hope for continued health and success of all those who are present here today. Thank you very much. Terima kasih banyak.
Thank you, Mr. Reda Hajime, for your inspiring words. And now, I would like to also invite the Governor of Bank Indonesia to deliver his remarks. Bapak Peri Warjio, the floor is yours.
Welcome again to this high-level event on campaigning local currency transaction and the implementation of cross-border QR between Indonesia and Japan. Join us in this very historic moment from Japan. His Excellency Mr. Katsunobu Kato, Japan Minister of Finance. Ms. Viliana Hendarta, Deputy Governor of Bank Indonesia. His Excellency Mr. John Cahyanto Bostami, Indonesia Consulate General in Osaka, as well as also Deputy Director of Japan METI, Mr. Esawa Masana, as well as also other colleagues from Minister of Finance. And all of you that joining this meeting today in this room as well as on virtual. Your Excellency Mr. Ueda Hashimi, Minister of Japan Embassy in Indonesia. Mr. Juda Agung, Deputy Governor of Bank Indonesia, and Mr. Ferry Irawan, Deputy of Coordinating Management of a State-Owned Enterprise, my friend, Mr. Santoso Lim, and all of you of Indonesian Payment Association, as well as also appointed cross-border currency dealer between Indonesia and Japan. This is indeed very historic moment. For Indonesia, this is along the way the ceremony of Indonesian Independence Day. But today, we bring Japan to this room. Just see around there. Not only in this room, but also our youngest talent, Master of Ceremony. She is higher official of Bank Indonesia. And we also bring food, of Japanese food. Don't forget that. And this is why this is a testimony how close is Indonesia and Japan. Because in Osaka, there is also, we bring Indonesia to Osaka, to Japan. Because we have there, thank you, Mr. Filianese, as also our Consulate General there, they're also organizing. We bring Indonesia to Japan, a closer cooperation between Indonesia and Japan. And we gather today to celebrate a new chapter of Indonesia-Japan payment connectivity. I repeat, this is a new chapter of closer cooperation between Indonesia and Japan through digital. Indonesian-Japan payment connectivity. It is indeed a powerful commitment to our shared vision, a vision where the economic ties between our two nations are not just strong, but also seamless and interconnected through digital. A future where bilateral transaction is simple and frictionless. One, today we started the implementation of cross-border QR between Indonesia and Japan. This is cross-border payment after our success with Malaysia, Singapore, and Thailand. Now, everybody from Indonesia, 500,000 travelers from Indonesia and Japan, they do not need rupiah. They do not need yen. What they need? Just the cell phone. Wherever go, to Okajimachi, to Donki, to whatever, Shibuya, whatever, to restaurant, just use a cell phone, use Kris. Starting today, Kris already being implemented and accepted cross-border in Japan. You are Kris outbound. And soon also, as Minister already said, Japanese QR will also be accepted in Indonesia. This is a testimony of closer economic ties through digital. A new chapter, a new era of digital. So not only that, if Kris being accepted in Japan, and Kris already linking to Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, as well as soon will also Vietnam and other ASEAN. This is a testimony in Asia. Interlinkage between economics, ties through digital. This is just a historic moment. Along that, by enabling payment that are seamless, secure, and efficient, we not just simplifying transaction, we are building a more inclusive digital economy, particularly our medium, small enterprises that are the backbone of our society, as well as for a new market of tourists, business traveler, and become a more integrated part of global economy. That's number one. Number two, today, Bank Indonesia and Japan Minister of Finance agreed to expand further local currency transaction, which is Indonesia, Japan local currency transaction already number 2 after China. The size up to July this year, $5.1 billion. Look, where's the applause? 5.1 billion US dollar. We are using bilateral cross-border directly between rupiah and yen. Thank you, our colleagues from the bankers, the ACCD. You already open rupiah yen account of cross-border. And thus far, this local currency transaction are largely driven by export and import activities, which is already facilitating our closer industry and others. But we want to move further. Combining local currency transaction with the digital cross-border payment. This is the new chapter, which is local currency transaction and cross-border interconnectivity of the payment system. And beyond that, also linking to money market and financial transaction. Just imagine that. Rupiah and yen account in Indonesia. Rupiah of Japanese business and society. Using your mobile. Not only facilitating trade and investment, but also can invest in Indonesia through fixed income. I already challenge you, all of Apuvindo and ASPI, work together soon that those yen account can be used for purchasing government bond and retail secondary market. SRBI, all of the fixed income by retail using mobile banking linking to cross-border. This is a new chapter, which is local currency transaction linking to cross-border payment, then expanding closer cooperation, not only trade and investment, foreign direct investment, but also MSME, also including also financial market deepening in Indonesia. I'm unsure for Japanese, of course, we will guarantee you will get higher income through purchasing retail, government bond, sukuk, Indonesian equity, whatever, even our securities, Sekuritas Rupiah Bank Indonesia. This is by expanding the LCT framework, increasing market participation, and improving transaction efficiency. This initiative seeks to reduce not only exchange rate volatility and bolster financial resilience, but also a cost-saving measure. It's a risk management strategy, including also currency diversification, as well as a financial market deepening. That's it. Let's celebrate. Let's initiate this historic moment for that. On behalf of government and Bank Indonesia, let me thank the Japanese government, Minister of Finance, your Minister, Ambassador of Japan in Indonesia, of our colleagues from Japan, and also all of you, the association, the industry, and of our colleagues. Let's move on. Let's initiate the adopt QR cross-border and embrace local currency transaction into business and operation to expand our partnership for better future of our two nations. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Governor Perry, for the amazing remarks. Please, Governor Perry, to stay on the stage for the launching campaign. And I would like to also invite the Minister at Japan Embassy in Indonesia to join Governor Perry on the stage for the campaign launching procession, which also will be done together in Jakarta and Osaka. Osaka, are you ready? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, to mark the procession, we will strike the Japanese taiko drum alongside with the people in Osaka, symbolizing the spirit of collaboration and the passion to build a new era of financial cooperation. Let us all count together. In 3, 2, 1. And with that, we have officially launched the campaign and commitment for wider adoption of LCT and QR cross-border payments between Indonesia and Japan.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download Metro TV Extend sekarang.